welcome back to another episode of Dream Daddy. We just got back. We had to redo the second date with Craig just because kind of flubbed it on the first try. But we got it. We got an S rank, which is awesome. And then we talked to Manda Panda, who was having some issues with her friends or former friends, you know, the little bitch that decided to steal away her crush and like stayed in secret and all that. Oh my god. High school drama. But very relatable high school drama. But okay, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go for it. We're gonna go on our third date with Craig. So let's see how it goes. Wait, I know what they say about third dates. They get pretty serious. Are you sure? Are you sure this is your dream daddy? I'm sure. I can't commit. Well, I mean, not technically. I could just replay the game and just go with someone else. But yep, I'm sure. We're going for Craig, baby. Let's do it. Do it once, do it right. It took some time for our schedules to line up, but I finally able to find a weekend where Craig and I could go camping. He's always stays so busy with work and the kids, but it's good to know that we'll be able to spend some time relaxing together in nature. Since our first run, I managed to go on regular runs with Craig. I mostly do them because it seems like the only time we get to hang out, but the added benefit is that I've seen a lot of improvement in my health. I was able to sift through the attic and find my old camping gear from college. Craig put me in charge of bringing the sleeping bags and the tent while he takes care of the food, so I double check to make sure everything's ready to go. Craig should be here any minute now. Amanda's going to be spending this weekend on a school trip to our nation's capital. She hasn't been away from home without me for longer than a day since she was 14. I hope she isn't feeling as nervous about it as I am. Hey, Amanda Panda. Amanda's in the middle of sitting on top of her luggage in order to get it to the finally zip. Hey, Pops. Ready for your trip? Once I get the bad boys all zipped up, I'm good to go. How much did you pack? That seems like a lot for 2 days. Oh, it's all my camera equipment, lenses, tripod, flash, all that. Are you even going to have time to take pictures? I'll find a way. I need to get some good shots for the series on natural monuments. Ooh, what's that? What's the series about? It's one of those internet series where I reimagine Disney princesses as founding fathers. What? I'm kidding. Nobody likes those. I'm taking portraits of my friends. Oh, well, I'm gonna be in the woods, out there in nature, you know, roughing it. Just me and Mother Nature, the old Madre de trees. Are you gonna be alright on your own?
Yeah!
I'm not gonna have any signal out there. I won't be able to text or call at all. Huh. Oh, it's alright. I'll be able to survive a couple of days without constant updates on who just got voted off the International Haunted House Hunters. Well, I'll miss you. And for the record, Bradley was pushed down a flight of ornate stairs by a ghost. They were really beautiful stairs. Amanda finishes zipping up the big suitcase and lugs it next to the door of her bedroom. She turns around and gives me a big hug. Relax, Dadtron. I'm a big kid now. I can take care of myself. Besides, I gotta share a room with Monica Sanders and 2 mom chaperones. The most trouble I could possibly get into is falling asleep with a tub of ice cream on me. Oh, well, alright. Don't steal anything, okay? Since you asked nicely, fine. Promise. Hey, boy. I step outside, hauling my bags behind me. Craig's already strapped some camping gear on top of my modest but stylish car. He noticed me carrying my equipment and hurries over to take it from me. I got it. Don't you dare. Such a gentleman. Shit. Sometimes it's so hard to think, like, is this gonna affect something? Yeah, just a gentleman. I almost had a case of the vapors there. Mixed result, maybe? Never fear, these muscles were made for picking up heavy things and putting them in other places. Remember, it's your weekend to relax. Take it easy. I guess I can't argue with that. Everything's good with Amanda? Yep, on her way to a school trip in Washington, D.C. What about your offspring? Already at Smashley's for the weekend. I feel so bad they keep calling her that. Oh my god. I'm ready to get my camp on. I load the rest of my stuff into Craig's car and we get in. Oh no. What's wrong? I think I left my juicer plugged in. We gotta go back. Are you worried about someone's gonna break into your house and cold press some carrots? No, it's just Just try to relax, man. Let the juicer float away. Take all your worries and blend them into a pulpy good vibes. Craig takes a deep breath. Do we have anything to listen to? All I got at my place is a series of CDs that guide you through a thorough and intense calisthenics workout. Do you want to listen to those? I'm just kidding. Craig hands me a thick case full of CDs. Take your pick. I thumb through the page after page of kids sing-along CDs. Oh yeah, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star takes me back. Keep going. I get to the end of the case to find, in the very last slot, a blank CD with Craig's handwriting on it. DJ Keg Stand's Mega Mix Volume 1. Made it just for the trip. I'll think you like it. I pop the CD into the car stereo, and it's like I'm immediately transported to the old dorm room. Hit after hit plays, and soon we're both happily singing the lyrics to each song as we fly down the highway. This song was Carl's favorite. Carl, the third roommate. You brought that dog home one night, and I couldn't pry you two apart. So we spent the entire semester fabricating a story about our foreign exchange student roommate who had a really bad cough that sounded exactly like a dog's bark. I think they actually mentioned this before in an earlier part of the game. I remember that. And then we had the room inspection. That RA was so suspicious of us, but it could never prove anything. And Carl was just under a blanket. Bless that pup's courage under fire. Man, did we some dumb things back in college. The hours fly by as we belt out tunes to whatever non-existent key our voices register in. Soon enough, we're surrounded by lush trees and spectacular vistas of everything amazing that nature has to offer. Feels good to be back out here. Real good. We park our car at the entrance into a familiar trail and load up our gear on our backs. I'm thankful that we've been working on my health over the past couple of weeks, otherwise I'd be dreading all that hiking that's about to happen. Craig looks intently at his phone. Everything all right? Yep, just had to fire off one last work email. Craig pockets the phone and we start off on the trail. It's relatively easy, but I know I would have been huffing and puffing at this point if it weren't for all the murder sprints. I look around me and take in all the trees and the animal chirps. Everything okay back there? There's no reception out here. Oh yeah, being out here in the middle of nowhere will do that. I recognize and look at of anxiety on Craig's face. Oh, dude, come on. This is our trip, man. But what if there's a problem? There won't be. I've trained for this. Reception at least is our worries. You've trained for this. Look, Craig, we all know that if you really wanted to go, you could flex your calf muscles and fly out there like a rocket ship all the way back to Maple Bay. You're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. This is our weekend. We keep marching down the trail, but it seems like Craig is still worried. After a bit, he stops in his tracks. Maybe we should go back. We can find another campground that gets good cell reception. Craig, seriously, what's wrong? I mean, I'm just really nervous. My dad instinct is kicking in and my mind keeps conjuring up all these sorts of worst-case scenarios. What if something happens to the girls? I don't have a signal. I don't have no way of knowing. Let me tell you, that feeling never goes away, no matter how old your kids are. We just gotta remind yourself that they're in good hands. Craig doesn't say anything. I give him a reassuring punch on the shoulder. Try to remember why we came out here. The plan was to get away from it all, and just focus on ourselves for a little trip. No distractions, no cell phone service, just two dads relaxing out in the woods. Craig looks directly, typo there? Looks directly in the eyes. Weird. No distractions, no cell phone service, just two dads relaxing out here in the woods. We're gonna have fun this weekend. Craig and I get back to marching. It's not too long of a hike before we get to the campsite, and we're both glad to see that there's only people there. We're the only people there. I can't believe you still have this tent. Found it in the attic and already checked it for holes. It's seen better days, sure, but I think we'll be able to survive. I dump the bag of fabric and poles onto the ground. We unfold the tent and desired spot. I hand Craig the stakes. We still know how to do this, right? Of course we do. We do not. After 20 minutes of struggling like people in a bad infomercial, we somehow managed to get an upright structure that closely resembles what a tent would look like if somebody to draw a picture of one with their eyes shut. I wouldn't put this up against a storm, but I think we'll be able to survive the night. We set a couple of chairs in our cooking equipment, admiring our handiwork. Bro, look at us go! Look upon the kingdom we have built. Upon this rock we shall grill our meats and drink our brews, for our whole dominion over this land. Verily, and look at our camping chairs, which we are going to sit in. So what's next on the camp extravaganza docket? Well, now that we have the shelter settled, I think it's time for us to do some exploring. There's a waterfall a little up the way that I'm sure we could hike to. Let's get hiking. Craig and I ventured into the woods. We amble along, taking our time to chat and admire the wildlife. Craig reaches out an arm and stops me. Dude, does that look what I think it looks like? I look over to where he's pointing. Oh my god, it does. That tree looks like a butt. You guys are adults, what the fuck? I can't get over how detailed it is. I examine the butt tree further. The contour is perfect. It even has back dimples. I thought we were going to have a great time camping, but this makes it even better. Craig holds back a snicker. Oh my god, you guys. Oh my. I aspire to have every hike be as good as this one. Oh my god. I'm snickering too now. Let us analyze this. Fuck. And Amanda's not here to fucking stop these two. Damn it. Craig and I share a hug belly laugh at our awful jokes. The best thing about this is that there's no daughters here to tell us our jokes are bad. God damn it. We high five. Craig and I hit the trail again. It's been a long time since we've been out here, but everything seems more familiar. We point out old landmarks that we remember back in our college days. I think we're getting close now. Check it out. There's a clearing up ahead. As we get closer, I can hear water running. Cresting over a hill, Craig and I are greeted by a wide clearing surrounded by trees. In front of us is a beautiful waterfall spilling into a large body of water that runs into a river. Mouths agape, and with a genuine beauty of the place, we go to investigate. This is really romantic. The old waterfall.
Hey!
It's gorgeous. Nature is so rad. Peering further, we get the idea of how deep the pool is. Think we could jump off in like the old days? Ha! This old dad is happy to hear on dry land.
Oh.
Looks like you could climb right up over there. We didn't even bring swimming trunks. Dude, how can you go camping and not bring swimming gear? Like what? What are you talking about? Craig immediately begins taking his clothes off. Hello! Hell yes. Look at Craig's butt. Don't look at his butt. I can't help but take a peek. That is a good butt. Damn it. Craig turns around and suddenly he catches me looking. I do a lot of glute workouts. Aw. I immediately turn away blushing. You coming or what? Oh, I don't know about this dude. He's already making his way over to the waterfall by the time I finish my sentence. When he realizes I'm not right behind him, he turns around and rolls his eyes. We've lived together for years and I've seen your ass more times than I can count. It's no big deal. You got it, Chief. Let's put on a show. Who needs pants anyways? Who needs pants anyways? They're society's oppressors. Down with pants, down with the system. That's the spirit. I take off my shirt and drop it in a pile with Craig's clothes. I put the rest of my clothes on the ground, feeling exposed. Craig and I climb into the top of the waterfall, making sure not to slip on any wet rocks. He reaches the peak before I do and offers me a hand getting up. At the top, we look over the cliff into the tiny lake. They seem so much higher up from this perspective. Craig has always been a daredevil. He pulled some stunts in college that I'm honestly still shocked he survived. I was always the one standing in the sidelines, watching and hoping I wouldn't be bringing him home in a gurney. Man, this could be dangerous. Craig looks me in the eyes. Don't think, just jump. Craig cannonballs off the waterfall into the lake, creating a huge splash. I'm worried for the moment before he finally resurfaces from under the water. Woo! He treads the water and looks up at me. You coming or what? Don't think, just jump. How are you supposed to not think? I'm pretty sure that's not physically possible. My toes grip the edge of the rock. The water looks so far away. Don't think, just... I run off the edge, trying to do my best to cannonball. Somewhere in the middle, it turns into a graceful belly flop. Ooh, those hurt. I hit the water with a loud slap. Ouch. I resurfaced to find Craig giggling.
Oh.
The rate that belly flop was solid 8 out of 10. Your form was lacking, but your heart was in the right place. I playfully splashed water at Craig. Are you sure about that? I splash him again, giving me no choice. Craig splashes me in the water in the face with a huge wave of water. You've awakened the beast. He launches another wave of water at me. Don't you put me in the corner here. Don't put a wild animal in the corner. Squirt water him with the hammer fist, dunk him. Let's see. I don't know what hammer fist is. I know, let's see, dunking, squirt water with their hands. I clasp my hands together in water and squirt a stream of water directly at Craig's face. A weak defense, your water squirting is no match for the massive wave of water my finely toned biceps are about to send in your directions. Hell yeah, do it! Craig, please, I have a child. My plea falls on deaf ears. He launches a volley of water in my direction, and the moment I am defeated. Craig, truce, please. Craig thinks about it. Yeah, sure. We shake hands. There is peace. Man, that jump was such an adrenaline rush. Not so scary now, huh? I race you to the top. Hell yeah, I'll race you to the top. We run all the way back to the slick rocks and cannonball off the waterfall again. What a rush. Good form on that one. Want to go again? You know it. With the same energy we had in our youth, we climb back up to the top of the waterfall. I am brave enough to try a flip, which I'm sure looks incredibly graceful as I belly flop into the water. Phew, man. This is fun. Got one more in you? I live for danger. It takes a little more time as we get to the waterfall and we both do our best running jumps into the water below. Alright, I think that's my limit. We should be going back before it gets too dark. Are you kidding? My time to jump. I scurry up to the rocks one more time and another classic cannonball. Wow, this is so fun. Alright, let's go back. We put our clothes on and back and notice that we're soaking wet. Maybe a splash fight wasn't the best idea. Well, dudes, you're freaking like jumping, cannonballing into the water. Like, goddamn, man. Like, of course you're gonna get all wet. Ah, it's okay. We get a fire going in no time. We can dry off and get some dinner going. Sopping wet, we hike back to the camp. That was really cute. Oh, that was really, really cute. Sopping wet, we hike back to the camp and unpack everything we need for dinner. Craig pulls out a couple of steaks and we chop potatoes in tinfoil. Oh. You ready for a feast? Hey man, take a seat. The Craig train is pulling into the relaxation station and I'm your conductor. Let me cook for you. Absolutely not. Cooking is the thing that relaxes me the most. I'll take it from here. Craig cooks now? I remember how his entire sophomore year diet consisted of microwavable mac and cheese, but not microwave, and have trouble believing the thing I just said. At least let me start the fire. Sure, let me just grab my matches. Craig reaches into his backpack. He rummages around in the back, pulling things out and checking every pocket. Uh-oh. Oh. I know I packed it. Craig checks another bag and still can't find it. My stomach grumbles and now I'm actually acutely aware how cold and wet I am. We really need to get a fire started. Okay, well, it's not the end of the world. Gosh, I'm so stupid. I could have sworn I packed it. So I'm sorry, dude. Don't be. We can figure this out. We can start a fire. We're smart guys. I mean, how hard could it be? I watch plenty of survival programs on TV. If a naked reality TV star can do it, so can we. We'll find we need some wood. Just as your trees around us. There's no shortage of that. And some tinder. We can make that work. And then I think we need some ancient aliens and are then supposed to come and give us advanced technology or renovate our house, depends on the show. Craig and I gather a variety of wood, bark, and moss until we all have the materials that could, conceptually, make a possible-looking campfire. Just add fire, right? That's the fun part. The sun is now setting, and a cool breeze rustles the leaves of the trees around us. We have to get work quick. I don't think the past I know I can figure it out. Just give me a second. Any way I can help? Give me moral support. Lift my spirits and we can make this fire happen. You can do it. I never knew a better Craig. Go overboard with compliments. Go overboard. You're really giving that fire the business. You're an amazing, hardworking father who has steady work ethic and everyone loves you. I love you. Your daughters think you're a superhero and the neighborhood dads respect you immensely. Your butt looks great. Aw. Bro, stop. You'll make me cry. Okay. I don't want your tears putting out the fire. Eventually, Craig is miraculously able to get something going. He blows on the embers and gently places the glowing moss into the base of the pit. Soon enough, we have a nice little fire going. Way to go, man. We're regular old outdoorsy fellas.
Oh.
Hooray for not dying. I'll take a seat on one of the lawn chairs, and Craig brought out and cozy up to the fire, warming up my hands. Relax, man. Take it easy. Let me handle the dinner. I watch as Craig strokes the fire and sets up the makeshift grill for the steaks. After all that hiking and swimming and fire starting, I'm able to relax a bit. With the sound of crickets and the scent of steak filling the air, I actually feel pretty calm. Craig expertly sears 2 steaks in a pan, and we've been heating up the fire, cracking thyme and crushed ginger over the basting them both in butter. Wow, I didn't know you were actually good at cooking. The fanciest I ever saw him get in college was when we started sprinkling the seasoning packet onto dry ramen and starting eating it straight up. When did this happen? You used to eat cereal every morning with beer instead of milk. Ew. I grew up, I guess. I think these are just about ready. Craig puts the steaks onto a paper plate and sets them aside. I start to reach for one, but Craig smacks my hand away.
Oh.
Dude, let them rest. It'll be more flavorful that way. I patiently return to my seat, eyeing the steaks longingly in the distance. They smell incredible. Craig prepares a side salad for us in the meantime, sprinkling feta cheese onto freshly chopped greens. Ooh, man, that sounds good. He plates it next to a generous pile of roasted potatoes covered in olive oil and rosemary. God damn, dude. Once it's all ready, we sit down into the fire and dig in. Everything taste okay? I'm in heaven.
Oh.
That's what I like to hear. Dude, there's something else I want to eat, too. Just saying. Hopefully that'll be dessert. Remember how the entire semester we would eat burritos for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? It's so hard not to go back to that. Look at you now, man. You have kids, a great job. Now you cook like a vengeful wizard whose arch nemesis is microwavable food. I'm really impressed how much you've gotten your life together. Craig laughs, but there's no humor in it. I'm glad you think that. I glance at Craig while he picks up his salad. He really grew out of his baby face, but there's something about his expression that makes him seem so much older than he is. A sense of maturity he didn't have in college. He looks exhausted. You okay?
Oh.
Yeah. Come on, dude. I know you've been, I've known you long enough to see when you're down.
I don't know.
I'm tired, bro. I think being out here is making me realize just how drained I feel. You work really hard, Craig. It can't be easy.
Oh, man.
I have to, for my girls. I volunteer at their school. I cook healthy meals for them. I do everything I can to make sure they're safe and happy. And when they're with their mom, I'm always working overtime so I can support them. And then you work out a lot, and you can crush anyone who stands in your way or stands in their way. That, and I don't want to fall into my old habits. I need to stay a good example for my girls. Everything I do for them, and I wouldn't have it any other way. But it seems like it's bleeding you dry.
Oh.
If that's what it takes to raise them well, then it's worth it. He's such a good guy. Craig, buddy, I know where you're coming from, but you gotta take care of yourself too.
Bro!
I do though. I eat right and exercise, and dude, you have to know when to take a break. That's not what I mean. You're too little butter on too much toast, you know?
Bro!
What? You're spreading yourself too thin. Life needs balance. It's great that you care so much about your kids, but you can't neglect your own needs because you're too busy taking care of everyone else's. You matter too.
I don't know.
I know I can provide for my family, and if I take a step back and look at everything objectively, I know I'm doing right by them.
I don't know.
But I can't explain it, man. There's always that voice in the back of my head telling me that I need to do more. It's like it's never enough for me. Every time I try to relax, that voice keeps telling me I don't deserve it. To be honest, I even feel guilty about being out here. Dude. Oh my god. Poor Craig, man. I mean, ugh. I kind of understand where he's coming from, though. It's like more a sense like you do your best, but like every person has a limit. You know, if you keep pushing yourself, you're gonna just collapse, man. It's just like you have to know when to take a break. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna end it off here. We'll continue the date in the next one, but that was a really I'll leave you here on a nice good view right here. But we'll continue talking with Craig, and hopefully we can convince him that, you know, he's doing enough and that, dude, just take a break. Like, you're gonna kill yourself. But, okay, guys, we'll, excuse me. Please comment, like, and subscribe if you're enjoying the show, and we shall see you guys in the next one. Later.